Hello, welcome to episode 4 of Mythbusters. I've got some pretty unique ones here today. Number 1 was suggested by Lychee Boy, and as you know, you can't die from fall damage, you only ever go to 1 HP. But he was curious to know if you would die from fall damage if you had 127 shaped glass, obviously with 128 crashing the game. I headed over to Bulwark's Ambry and found that you do die from fall damage, but the thing is, this isn't actually 1 HP. It's this extremely small number here, but because of the rounding it shows as 1 HP. So I did a bit of math and found that having 6 shaped glass puts me at about 1.7 HP in between 1 and 2, and I don't die from fall damage, but the moment I give myself another one and I'm just under 1 HP, I do die from fall damage. This next one I already had planned, but unfortunately it was addressed in a recent patch, so to make up for it I'll go over... never mind. This next one I thought was super interesting and was suggested by JGLF. He asked, if the Elder Lemurians behind the gate on Abandoned Aqueduct are infested by a void bug, will they still drop their respective bans? This was actually a lot harder to accomplish than I thought it would be. I started off by spawning 10 void infestors and then waited around for a few minutes, but nothing happened. An important side note is that the Elder Lemurians down here aren't actually classified as elites, they're their own monster class. I thought that could have had something to do with it, so I tried with a normal Elder Lemurian, but nothing still happened. So I tried a different way and went through every elite affix in the console until I found that Voidtouched elites do have their own identity. But if you try and spawn in a Voidtouched version of the Elder Lemurian down here, it doesn't recognize it. So what I had to do instead was spawn a Voidtouched normal Elder Lemurian, kill it, and then let the Void Infestor infect. So to answer the initial question, yes, they still drop the bans. And this last one was brought up by Samuel. He said he had a weird interaction where he got softlocked in Bazaar because of perma uptime hellfire and roll of pennies, so his money never hit 0 and he was never able to exit the portal. The first issue I saw with this is that roll of pennies doesn't fund self-damage, so I gave it a try in multiplayer to see what I could find. Yeah, so I don't get money from this. I think he was trolling me. So let me see if Portal does anything, and it doesn't, so we're going back to the Bazaar. I guess it technically doesn't have to happen in the Bazaar. Okay, so now let's try, I'm gonna give you perma uptime. Hellfire Tincture only has 1L, what the heck? Okay, I'm getting money, okay. And then let's see if we get softlocked. I think we're softlocked. Yup. So hypothetically, if your teammate decides to follow you around, you know what it could have been? Pre-patch burn. It could have been pre-patch burn, and his buddy could have had ignition tank, and then it just lasted like 5 minutes. This is a thing. It's pretty specific, but doable. So if I get out, burn should go away pretty quick. And there it is. So if you ever have perma uptime tincture and you're faster than your friends you're playing with, go ahead and try this out. Hopefully you learned something new. If you didn't, go ahead and leave a comment on something you'd like me to check out. But that's going to do it for today's episode. See ya.